Look at his face in that final shot. You see a broken man. You see a tragedy. You see a victim of a rushed finale. You are dead wrong. 99% of viewers completely misunderstood Jon Snow's ending. They thought he was banished. They thought he lost the Game of Thrones. But Jon Snow didn't lose. He is the only one who actually won it. There's a detail in the final scene, a split-second look on his face.
The North is free thanks to you.
It proves everyone got his fate wrong. But to understand that smile, we first have to look at the blood on his hands. We were conditioned to want a king. For 8 years, we were fed a fairy tale, the hidden prince, the secret heir, the rightful king returning to claim his birthright. But the Iron Throne isn't a prize, it's a meat grinder. Check the history of Westeros. Every single person who sat on that jagged monstrosity was destroyed by it. Aerys burned alive in his paranoia. Robert drank himself to death. Joffrey was poisoned at his own wedding. The throne doesn't elevate you, it consumes you. When the audience watched Jon walk away into the snow, they felt robbed. They wanted a crown. But a crown from a blood-soaked system isn't a prize. It's a curse. The genius of this ending is that it violently rejects the audience's desire. Jon doesn't get the throne because the throne is the actual enemy. The audience viewed his return to the Night's Watch as a prison sentence, a tragic exile for the crime of regicide. But notice what is actually happening.
Let me give you some advice, bastard. Never forget what you are.
Jon spent his entire life feeling like an outsider, the bastard of Winterfell, constantly reminded of his lower status. When he took the black, he didn't do it for glory. He did it because it was the only place that would take him. Yet, ironically, the Wall is the only place where Jon ever truly found his purpose. He rose to Lord Commander not through royal blood. He rose because he fought, because he led. The men of the Night's Watch didn't care about his secret Targaryen name. They cared about his actions. They cared that he bled for them. When Grey Worm sentences him, they think they are punishing him. But they are giving him exactly what he needs. They are sending him back to the only place where he is defined by his deeds, not his cursed bloodline. Do you agree that the Wall was his true home, or do you still think he belonged in the South? Let me know in the comments, because this is where his psychology gets even darker. The true weight of his ending hinges on one moment, the assassination of Daenerys Targaryen. This is the scene that broke the audience. They viewed it as a betrayal of his love. But if you look at the brutal reality of Westeros, it is the brutal, inevitable endgame of Jon's psychology. When he stands in the throne room, the ashes of King's Landing fall like snow around them.
And you have to choose now.
He faces the ultimate choice. On one hand, the woman he loves. On the other, millions of innocent lives crushed under her tyranny. The audience wanted him to find a third option, to talk her down, to find a peaceful resolution. But that is not how human psychology works when pushed to the brink. Daenerys had made her choice. She chose power. She chose murder. She looked Jon in the eye and promised to burn the world to build her utopia. And Jon, the man who always chose the hard path of duty, had to make his. He didn't just choose duty over love. He made the strike no one else could make. Notice the blood pooling on the stone steps. Watch the ash settling on her hair. See the absolute devastation in his eyes as he holds her. When he drives the dagger into her heart, it is not an act of malice. It is an act of ultimate sacrifice. He didn't just kill a woman he loved. He executed the last dragon to save the realm from eternal fire. Worse than the blood on his hands is the lie he was forced to carry. For 20 years, he believed he was a bastard. He built his life around that shame.
You're the true king. Aegon Targaryen, sixth of his name, protector of the realm, all of it.
When he learns he is actually a prince, it doesn't magically rewrite his psyche. He doesn't suddenly feel entitled. He just feels the crushing weight of a lie that cost his family everything. His reaction to the truth isn't joy, it's grief.
Daenerys is our queen. She shouldn't be.
He doesn't want to be Aegon Targaryen. He wants to be Jon Snow. But the world won't let him. The world only sees the Targaryen. And so, to finish the job he started in the throne room, to truly kill the Targaryen dynasty, he had to kill his own name. When he eventually rides past the wall with the free folk, the audience sees a sad retreat. But focus on his face again. Notice the way he holds the reins. He isn't looking back at the south with longing. He is looking forward. The free folk don't care about Targaryens or Starks. They don't kneel. They follow strength and loyalty.
Where's Jon?
He is our prisoner.
By walking away from the politics of King's Landing, Jon isn't being banished. He is escaping. He is finally free from the crushing weight of expectations. He is free from the whispers of the small council. The audience thought he was being sent to suffer in the unforgiving ice. In reality, he was being sent home to the only people who actually understood him. Tormund doesn't call him Aegon.
We don't fight for the crows.
The wildlings don't care about the Targaryen civil war.
My name's Jon Snow.
To them, he is just the man who fought beside them at Hardhome. They accept him, not for who his mother was, but for what he has done. In the frozen woods beyond the wall, the Iron Throne is just a myth. The Game of Thrones doesn't exist here. There is only survival, loyalty, and the harsh reality of the wild. That final shot. That split-second expression we teased at the beginning. When Jon looks back at Castle Black one last time before entering the tree line, he isn't saying goodbye to his prison. He is saying goodbye to the South, to the lords who want him to kneel, to the prophecies, to the ghosts of his family who died for a chair made of swords. He is shedding the last heavy remnants of Aegon Targaryen. He is leaving behind the wars and the endless cycle of vengeance. And then he turns forward. And there it is. The slight, almost imperceptible smile that crosses his face as he touches Longclaw. It is the first genuine expression of peace we have seen from him since the first episode. He has paid the price. He has carried the weight of his choices. He has broken the wheel. And now, for the first time in his life, there is no duty calling him back. There is no honor demanding his sacrifice. There is only the open road, the snow, and the people who love him for exactly who he is. The audience misunderstood the ending because they wanted a king. They wanted the triumph of the rightful heir. But George R.R. Martin wasn't writing a story about the triumph of a king. He was writing about a man who chooses to walk away. Jon Snow didn't lose his ending. He escaped it. He didn't get the throne he never wanted. He got something much rarer. Something no other character in Westeros ever achieved. He got himself. True freedom in Westeros is only bought with blood, and Jon paid the ultimate price to buy his own. Jon Snow won by walking away, but others won by burning the board to the ground. If you want to see how Cersei Lannister executed the most ruthless checkmate in Westeros history, or how Olenna Tyrell buried her enemies without lifting a hand, click the video on your screen right now.